David versus Goliath Fever shocked the sky. In a game that will be remembered for years to come, the Indiana Fever took on the Chicago Sky in what many thought would be a one-sided affair. But the underdogs had other plans. Let's be real, nobody saw this coming. The crowd was in disbelief as the Fever dominated from the get-go. Fans who came expecting a routine win for the Sky were left with their jaws on the floor. The Indiana Fever, a team many had written off, just handed the Chicago Sky a beatdown for the ages. It wasn't just a win, it was a statement. The Fever played with a level of intensity and skill that left everyone in awe. We're talking about a blowout, a demolition, a straight-up embarrassment. The Fever were relentless, scoring point after point, leaving the Sky scrambling to keep up. It was a masterclass in basketball. The final score doesn't even tell the whole story. Sure, the scoreboard showed a lopsided victory, but the real story was in the way the Fever played. They were faster, stronger, and more determined. This was over after the first quarter. The Fever came out with such intensity that the Sky never had a chance to recover. By the end of the first quarter, it was clear who the better team was. The Fever came out with a fire in their eyes, and the Sky, well, they looked like they were still on the bus. The contrast in energy and focus was stark. The Fever were playing like their lives depended on it, while the Sky seemed to be going through the motions. This was supposed to be a showcase for the Sky's veteran experience. With seasoned players and a history of success, the Sky were expected to dominate. But the Fever had other plans. Instead, it became a coming-out party for a young and hungry Fever squad. These young players showed that they have what it takes to compete at the highest level. They played with a chip on their shoulder, eager to prove themselves. The Sky had no answers. They were outplayed in every aspect of the game. From defense to offense, the Fever were simply better. The Sky's frustration was evident as they struggled to find a way to stop the onslaught. They couldn't handle the Fever's intensity on either end of the court. The Fever's defense was suffocating, and their offense was unstoppable. It was a complete performance that left the Sky reeling. The energy in the arena was electric. Fans were on their feet, cheering for every basket, every steal, every block. It was a night to remember for Fever fans. Fever fans haven't had much to cheer about in recent years, but this was special. This was a night where everything came together, and the fans could finally celebrate a big win. This was a statement win, a win that says the Indiana Fever are not to be underestimated. They showed that they have the talent and the heart to compete with the best. A win that says the Indiana Fever are back. After years of struggle, the Fever have announced their return in emphatic fashion. This win is just the beginning. And they're not just back, they're here to compete. The Fever have shown that they can go toe-to-toe with the best teams in the league. They're ready to make some noise. They're here to win a championship. With this kind of performance, the Fever have put the league on notice. They're not just here to participate, they're here to win it all. Caitlin Clark, a star is born. Listen, I've been saying it since she stepped on the court. Caitlin Clark is the real deal. From the moment she first laced up her sneakers and stepped onto the hardwood, you could see the spark in her eyes, the determination in her stride. She's not just another player, she's a phenomenon. But what she did tonight, that was next level. It was as if she was playing a different game, a game where the rules bent to her will. Every shot she took, every move she made, it was all executed with such precision and flair. A triple-double. Are you kidding me? That's not just a stat line, that's a statement. It's a declaration that she's here to dominate, to redefine what's possible on the court. Triple-doubles are rare, but for Caitlin it seemed almost effortless. She was scoring at will. It didn't matter who was guarding her or how tight the defense was. She found a way to get the ball in the hoop, whether it was a smooth layup, a mid-range jumper, or a deep three-pointer. Driving to the basket, pulling up from deep, you name it. She showcased her entire offensive arsenal, leaving defenders in the dust and fans in awe. Her versatility on the offensive end is truly something to behold. And it wasn't just the scoring. Her court vision is impeccable. She sees plays develop before anyone else does, threading the needle with passes that seem impossible. Her passing was on another level. No-look passes, behind-the-back assists. She did it all. It's like she has eyes in the back of her head, always knowing where her teammates are and setting them up perfectly. She was finding her teammates with pinpoint accuracy, setting them up for easy buckets. Her ability to elevate the play of those around her is what truly sets her apart. And let's not forget about the defense. She's not just an offensive juggernaut, she's a defensive powerhouse too. She was everywhere, harassing ball handlers, getting steals, and sparking fast breaks. Her defensive intensity set the tone for the entire team, creating opportunities out of thin air. This wasn't just a good game, this was a masterclass in basketball. Every aspect of her game was on full display, and she executed it all to perfection. This was a statement game, a game that will be remembered for years to come. Caitlin Clark showed the world that she's not just a rising star, she's already shining brightly. Caitlin Clark announced to the world that she is here to stay. Her performance was a bold proclamation of her talent and her future in the sport. She's not just the future of the WNBA, she's the present. Her impact is being felt right now, and it's only going to grow from here. And if this game is any indication, the future is very, very bright for both Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. The sky's the limit for this young star, and we can't wait to see what she does next. The wall of Indiana Bonner and Boston shine. Tonight, the Indiana Fever showcased a defensive masterclass, led by the dynamic duo of Diana Bonner and Aaliyah Boston. Their synergy on the court was nothing short of spectacular, and it was evident from the very first whistle. Let's give some love to the Fever's defense. The entire team rallied around Bonner and Boston, creating a fortress that the opposition struggled to penetrate. Their energy was infectious, and it spread like wildfire through the team. They were suffocating tonight. Diana Bonner and Aaliyah Boston were absolutely dominant in the paint. Bonner's timing on blocks was impeccable, and Boston's ability to read the game and position herself for rebounds was a sight to behold. Bonner was everywhere. Steals, blocks, rebounds, you name it, she did it. Her defensive prowess was on full display, and she seemed to be in the right place at the right time, every time. She was locking down the Sky's best players, making their lives absolutely miserable. Her relentless pressure forced turnovers and disrupted their offensive flow, leaving them frustrated and out of sync. And Aaliyah Boston? Forget about it. She was a force of nature, blocking shots, grabbing every rebound in sight, and finishing strong around the basket. Her presence in the paint was intimidating, and she made sure the Sky thought twice before challenging her. These two were like a wall. The Sky couldn't get anything going inside. Every attempt to drive to the basket was met with fierce resistance, and they were forced to rethink their strategy. They were forced to take contested jumpers, and let's just say it wasn't pretty. The pressure from Bonner and Boston extended beyond the paint, affecting the Sky's perimeter shooting as well. This defensive effort was the backbone of the Fever's victory. Bonner and Boston set the tone, and the rest of the team followed their lead. Their performance tonight was a testament to their hard work, dedication, and the unbreakable bond they share on the court. The Fever's future looks bright with these two leading the charge. The turning point. A technical foul ignites the Fever. The game was close early on, but then came the turning point. A technical foul on the Sky's coach. Talk about letting your emotions get the best of you. What was he thinking? This isn't high school. This is the WNBA. You can't lose your cool like that. And boy, did the Fever make him pay. They went on a 37-13 run after that technical. 37-13. The Sky just couldn't recover. That technical foul seemed to ignite something in the Fever. They smelled blood in the water, and they went for the kill. This is what championship teams do. They capitalize on their opponent's mistakes. They turn momentum swings into back-breaking runs, and that's exactly what the Fever did tonight. Sky's offense goes dark. A night to forget. What can you even say about the Sky's offense tonight? It was non-existent. They looked lost, confused, and completely out of sync. No ball movement, no player movement, just a whole lot of standing around and watching the Fever make plays. Where was the leadership? Where was the sense of urgency? This is a team that expects to compete for a championship, and they played like they were just happy to be there. This was a complete no-show by the Chicago Sky. They need to figure things out quickly, or this season could spiral out of control. Fever's future looks bright. Hall and Timson impress. It wasn't just the stars who shined for the Fever tonight. Let's talk about the young guns, Lexi Hall and Michaela Timson. These two came off the bench and provided a huge spark. Hall was fearless, attacking the basket and knocking down shots. She's got that swagger, that confidence that you just can't teach. And Timson, talk about a floor general. She ran the offense like a seasoned veteran, making smart decisions and finding her teammates for easy baskets. The future is bright for the Indiana Fever. With Clark leading the way and these young players developing their games, the sky's the limit for this team. Can the Sky recover? Questions linger after crushing defeat. The Sky are reeling right now. This loss is going to sting for a while. What went wrong? How can they fix it? These are the questions that need to be answered. They need to take a long, hard look in the mirror and figure out who they are as a team. Is this just a bump in the road, or is this a sign of bigger problems? Only time will tell. One thing's for sure, they can't afford to let this loss define their season. The WNBA landscape shifts. A new contender emerges. Is it too early to say the Indiana Fever are contenders? After tonight's performance, you can't count them out. They have all the pieces. A superstar in Caitlin Clark, a dominant front court in Bonner and Boston, and a promising young core. They're playing with a level of confidence and swagger that we haven't seen from them in years. The rest of the league better take notice. Final thoughts. A night for the history books. This was a night that Fever fans will never forget. It was a statement win, a changing of the guard. The Indiana Fever are here, and they're ready to make some noise. As for the Chicago Sky, they better wake up and realize that they're in a fight. The WNBA is more competitive than ever, and there's no room for complacency. This season just got a whole lot more interesting.